guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video about body confidence and my own journey through body confidence and how I feel now and how it's affecting my holiday and my life in general. I think as women we are so quick to judge our bodies. We just don't ever think that we're good enough, we don't love ourselves enough. We constantly just look to seek approval from everybody else about our own body, and we look at everyone else. Most women will have someone in mind that they think, wow, they have an incredible body, but that person might not think that their body's perfect, and they might look at someone else's body and go, wow, I wish I could do that. It's just such a vicious cycle that we play. So today, in this beautiful tropical paradise, I'm talking to you about body confidence. So stay tuned, guys. Operation Sneaky Sneak. I am going beyond the red tape into this beautiful cabana to film my vlog. Let's hope that I do not get caught. Oh my god. So I just went to go and have a quick dip in the pool because it's bloody hot here, and I have fallen in and saturated myself. And I don't even have my bathers on. And I did it in front of everybody else. So I'm super embarrassed now, but that's okay. We'll get through it and we'll start this vlog. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's get stuck into it. I'm in this beautiful paradise at the Sheraton Mirage. It's like my favourite place in the whole world. Something that I was really worried about coming up to this holiday was how I'd feel about my body. Usually when I go away, in the past, I have always been a very self-conscious person. So coming up here, and I'm actually a bit heavier than I was this time last year, I was a bit worried to see how I'd go, you know, with fitting clothes and feeling comfortable in the heat and having my body out. So what I'm going to do is tell you a bit of a backstory about me, and then we'll go into how I'm feeling now and how I always, pretty much on most holidays, go about with my body confidence and how I'm going to implement things at home. So my backstory was that I've always been an overweight child. Ever since I can remember, I've always been hungry, I've always wanted to eat food, and I've always been a bigger kid. All throughout primary school, I was bullied horrendously. I had to switch schools when I was in year 5 because I was bullied so badly. I went to a new school and the bullying slowed down, so that was really, really good, and I was so thankful for that. High school came along. You know, high school's hard for most people. Being overweight, I found it difficult. I didn't have any confidence in myself, and I probably wasn't the best person to be around because of that. I let my weight define me for most of my life, actually. And throughout high school, I would continue to be overweight, and then in I think year 9 or 10, I think it was year 10 actually, I got sick with tonsillitis. Anyone who's had tonsillitis as an adult knows it's a bloody bitch. So what happened was I was sick for quite some time, and I lost about 15 kilos in a space of a month because I literally couldn't eat. I ended up being hospitalized, I had my tonsils taken out, and I lost a lot of weight. Going forward into year 11 and 12, I was a lot slimmer, I felt a lot happier about myself, but I still had issues with confidence and loving my body. Because even though I was skinny, it still wasn't enough. So my weight journey has always yo-yoed. So I kept the weight down for a couple of years, and then probably when I was about 19, I put the weight back on. I was heavier than I ever had been. I was in a relationship that I really wasn't happy in, and because of that, I think that I might have just ate for comfort, because I really enjoy eating. I get comfort in having food. For, you know, a good couple of years there, I was very, very overweight. I was probably hitting the 90-95 kilo mark, and for someone who's only very short, or not short, but I'm just a medium size, that was a lot of weight. I'm 5'5" or 166 centimeters, so 90 kilos looked huge on me. And then I decided to make a decision about my life. I ended the relationship that I was in. It was very toxic for me. We weren't right for each other. I got very upset. It gutted me. It broke me as a person. That I was so devastated I forgot to eat. So again, I lost a huge amount of weight in a short period of time. I lost a lot of weight, so I lost another 20 kilos. So I went back down to probably about 76 kilos, and I was really happy there. I looked really good. I was working out all the time. I was doing personal training 5 days a week. I was going to the gym, you know, 5-6 days a week. I was happy within myself. I was happy within my career, and I kept the weight off. I felt amazing. I always carried myself so well, and because I had yo-yoed for my whole life. I really appreciated the size that I was. I then fell into a bit of a trap again, and my mental health started kicking in probably when I was around 4 years ago. How many years ago was that? Maybe 25. I got really upset with my body and didn't look after myself, and I put on weight again. That journey still continues until today. I've had many obstacles to overcome. I have anxiety. I have post-traumatic stress disorder from a horrible accident that happened about 3 years ago. What I decided to do is Kyle and I tried to have a baby. I was so overweight. I found out during these years of my life too that I have Polycystic Ovarian syndrome, which, if you know anything about that, one of the issues is it can be hard for you to lose weight. And I've always used that as an excuse. Well, I used that as an excuse for a very long time, so I just ate what I wanted and thought, no, you know, I can't lose weight. I've got PCOS, I can't lose weight. But anyway, the doctor told me in order to fall pregnant, I needed to get healthy. I started the Ashley Bynes Bikini Body Challenge. I lost a bit of weight, and then I fell pregnant with William. As soon as I fell pregnant, I have never felt more confident in my body. I loved my body tremendously. I looked after myself pretty well while I was pregnant. I only lost about 3 or 4 kilos before I fell pregnant. I just had this newfound respect for my body. I gave birth to William, and I was in awe. I could not believe my body had made such an amazing, beautiful creature. It just blew my mind. For a good 6 months, I looked after myself. I didn't lose the baby weight very quickly. I had a couple of kilos left to lose. I put on about 15 kilos while I was pregnant, but I still had a couple of kilos left. And then again, my mental health just threw me back under the bus, and I got very upset. I got depressed, and my anxiety was playing up. My post-traumatic stress disorder was playing up. And I decided with Kyle that I needed to get some help. So I went to go see a psychologist and work through my problems. About 12 months ago was when I started going back downhill again. And during that time I was actually away in Port Douglas, and I was really worried then about how I would go in this beautiful setting, you know, being in bikinis every day, short shorts. My body wasn't what it used to be. It didn't look like it used to be. But what really surprised me then was that I didn't care. I loved my body. I didn't care that I looked a bit chubbier in my bikinis. I just rocked it all with confidence because I loved my body. I did treat it with respect at that time. And I just couldn't imagine why people would hate their bodies. I still now don't understand it. As you can probably tell, my weight fluctuates with my mental health. When I'm bigger, I'm not very happy with myself, and it's not because I am that weight, it's because mentally I just don't have any respect for myself, so I treat my body like a garbage bin. Quite recently, about a month ago, I was in a very down place, and I was with my best friend, and she said to me, Candice, you know when you break up with your boyfriends or you go through big life changes and you lose weight? And I said, yep. And she goes, you know what, I made the decision to be happy and love myself, and I started losing weight. What she meant was, and what she said was that you will lose weight and you will be happy when you love yourself. If you are happy within yourself and you are treating your body with respect, you will lose weight and you'll be happy, and you'll be happier than you ever were, because losing weight while you're happy is so much better than losing weight while you're sad. So I took this on board, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, stop thinking I will love myself when. I will love my legs when they're smaller. I will love my tummy when it doesn't hang over more over my undies. I will love myself more when I can fit into pants. I stopped that. I threw it all on the wayside. I had to embrace my body because it was what it was. I had to love my body because it gave me a beautiful son. And then it got me thinking, why do I hate my body? What am I worried about? And it took me a long time and a lot of soul searching to realize that it was fear of judgment. But why was I looking for approval from other people? It's taken me a lot of soul searching to figure out these answers. And it all comes back to high school. Throughout high school, you're constantly being judged. You're constantly trying to impress everybody. And it's not because people are bad people in high school. It's just that is usually what the environment is like. You're seeking approval from your peers. And I brought that mentality into my adult life. So I would walk through the shopping centre, I'd walk through wherever I was, and I'd go, oh, I wonder if they think I look okay. Is it okay for me to be dressed like this? Am I too big for society? These things were going through my mind always. Does it matter what clothing size I am? No. Does my body size reflect on the person that I am? It shouldn't. I am a beautiful person with a big heart. Don't get me wrong, I am not up myself. I know that I'm not perfect, but I've just decided to stop caring what everyone else thinks and start caring what I think. And what I noticed with that is a shift in everything, a shift in my mental health, a shift in the way that I ate, a shift in the way that I treated myself, a shift in the way that I was interacting with everybody else, including my family, most importantly my family. And it just got me thinking, why don't I love myself more? And then I keep thinking, I think as women we decide to fulfill everybody else's happiness rather than our own. I think that as a mother especially, you put everything before yourself because you feel guilty that you have to. If you put yourself first, you worry that you're not being a good mum, that your husband's not getting enough time to himself, that you could be doing something else. It's not true. You have to love yourself and you have to fill up your own cup. I've been listening to Ashley Bynes speak about this for a good 2 years now, and I go, yeah, you've got to fill your own cup up first, but I never really took it on board. What I've discovered is the benefit of loving yourself include weight loss that comes from love and respect is weight loss that you'll keep off for a long time. I want to be a role model for my son. I want to be a role model for my twin sisters who are only 13 years old, and I want to be a role model for my friends as well who don't feel like I do about their body now. What sort of lesson am I teaching my 13-year-old sisters if I hate my body, if I cover up all my imperfections and hide? I'm not setting a good example for them. I don't want William to think that women have to look or act a certain way to certain size. I want him to see that it doesn't matter how big someone is, how small they are, how toned they are, how untoned they are. Everyone is beautiful, everyone is unique, and we all deserve love and respect. My mental health is at an all-time high. I feel at peace for the first time in God knows how long. I'm so happy. My life is far from perfect and I have hang-ups, but now that I love myself, I seem to deal with all those other things better. And the most important thing that I have really discovered about this is that loving myself has made me want to treat my body better. I don't want to eat the shitty hot chips that I used to crave. I don't want to eat the cookies. I don't want to eat crap all the time. I'm finding that I'm choosing salads and vegetables over McDonald's and KFC, which I was honestly eating nearly every single day. If you love yourself, things will start to turn around. I know they did because they have for me, and I'm forever grateful. I have not been able to do this by myself though. It's something really important that I have to stress. I have found that for myself, talking to my mother, talking to my best friends, reading personal development books. Tony Robbins has been a huge influence to me over the last couple of months. I've been looking on YouTube for inspirational talk. I've been trying to find my purpose in life. I forgot what that was, and that has reflected on my body confidence. I didn't know who I was. I was unhappy. I was mentally unwell. I couldn't love my body for what it was, a beautiful, amazing thing that has created my family. I really hope all this has made sense, but I just want you to know that it doesn't matter how big or small you are beautiful and you need to flaunt your body. Don't worry what everyone else thinks. Don't worry where your jiggles are. Don't worry if you have cellulite. That does not define you as a person. And if someone is going to judge you for the way that you look, what bikinis you wear, what impact does that have on your life? It has zero. If you're worried about a glance from a stranger, they're strangers, babe. Don't even worry about them. If you're worried about your family, if you're worried about your partner, you're worried about how your children look at you, it's the people close to you that we usually worry about judgment from as well. But the thing is, if they're judging you, they aren't worth your airspace. You are beautiful. You need to love and respect your body. I promise you that as soon as you start to understand that you are perfect already, you're not going to be perfect when you lose more weight. You're not going to be perfect when you do this or do that. You're already perfect. So having body confidence to me has been an invaluable lesson and something that I'm going to take home and practice daily because I am beautiful. My legs aren't as small as they used to be, but they will be with time, and they will because I love myself, not because I hate myself. It's much easier to work out when you go, yes, I'm going to make this body more powerful, more beautiful, stronger, than going, I hate my legs, I hate my bum, I hate my tummy, I need to work out because I hate them. Hate doesn't fuel very well, love does. So guys, I hope this has given you some sort of insight. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you do to practice self-love. Do you agree with what I've said? How are you on your journey of happiness? One thing I've learned, and I've probably said it already, is that body confidence comes from being happy inside, not what you look like outside. If you're not happy inside, you could be the skinniest person in the world, you could have the most perfect body, and you still wouldn't be happy. So if you love yourself and you have the confidence to just strut around in your stuff. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this today. I'm going to go back and have a swim in the pool and try not to fall over this time like a dickhead. yeah, hope you have a good day. P.S. I just went swimming in my crop top and my undies because I had no bathers on when I fell in the pool. But I'm just rocking it. Rock the body that you have. I love my body. Even though it is not perfect, this thing right here created my son, and for that I can never be sad with it again. So guys, if you enjoyed my chat today, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it really helps me out. Bugger. This is where I was going to film my vlog. Everything is wet. God, you're a dickhead. There's lots of people around. Pelvic floor worked. I'm sorry, people keep walking past who are from the resort and I'm waiting for them to tell me to come out of this cabana.